Hey guys, Comet here. Welcome to episode 4 in my Golden Peak series here in Captain of Industry. Now it's been, I think, almost 2 months since the last time I touched this game, so I gotta do a quick recall, see what I was working on. I remember doing the trees. I remember putting in some infrastructure, all of this belting here. I remember doing the farms, getting that food belted. I think I'm really low on, I've only got 31% crude oil. So I'm definitely gonna have to, see, I do have this already. That takes 36 workers. I've got 11 to spare. That's not good. First thing we'll do is maybe unpause the beacon. I've got no space, so let's go ahead and unpause some housing. And this produces at only 60. So I might want to upgrade that actually. Because right now, I'm doing a full 60 times 2. How are we doing on research? What am I researching here? Cargo depot, probably going to need that. It's not a bad idea. I don't think I need ship armor. Or ship weapons, actually. Probably don't need that. Or this, even. I don't know why I'm doing the burner. Edicts is okay. Ooh, trains. I really want to get into trains. Probably not this episode, though. I don't think I left myself in a good spot at the ending of the last episode. I do have better power now, though. That would be a good way to get off of diesel. Maybe save some crude oil. But I have to go to water recovery for that. So let's go to water recovery. That'll put me through steel. I don't need food market. No, I don't need storage. Those are all... Actually, I don't even need advanced diesel yet. Maybe we hold off on edicts as well. Okay, cargo depot to get in the crude oil. Then we'll go steel to get construction 3 to make the water tower, to make the coal power plant to save even more crude oil. Okay, I like that plan. And let's see, this takes 200 to upgrade the oil rig. I've got 430. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe while I'm at it, I'll design the coal power plant. It's a nice flat area right here I can work with. So using this boiler here, this takes in coal and water, and it makes 48 steam high. That goes into a high pressure turbine in this direction, right there. But I'm going to need 2 of them to fully consume all the steam. I can just go through pipe 1. And then the output here, this will drop down and then go into the cooling tower, which I'm pretty sure is 5 tiles wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to use that as a placeholder. And then this line can come back out into a balancer right there. Because I want to recycle as much of the water as I can. That way I don't pull from the... I plan on putting it... Let's see, where is my water source? So I've got that one I'm definitely not going to use. I can't dig all the way to there. I'm definitely going to have to use this one. But this is kind of bumpy. So I'll have to flatten this area out just enough to fit in... Well, the whole thing, actually. Yeah, but if I put a water pump here, then I can double this, actually, and run it off of one water pump. Alright, now this needs to convert the mechanical power into actual electricity. It It's done in one of these. 1, 2 per turbine. I've got 2 turbines, so 3, 4. And then the flywheels, these just act as batteries. Really, all this does is help you save a little bit of coal. But what I like to do, I leave one just on completely. That way it's always in the efficient zone. And then the second one in that shaft, I turn auto balance on. But I'll copy this. And then it looks like I just need some coal and some smokestacks now. Boom and boom. Coal can go right there and right there. Perfect. Okay, now I just need to see how much space I actually need to dig out over here. So I want to put it kind of like maybe right here. That way I can fit in a second one without getting into the copper. So it's going to be the bush on the left side and the tip of the peak on the right side. So the tip of the peak at height, what is this? 14? To the bush. Alright, so all of this dirt needs to go away. And that, I'm going to have to make a separate mining team for that. Let's get some trucks queued up here. Let's do, maybe 3 excavators and then 3 trucks. Get in a little control tower here. And a place to dump all the ore. Now, this is probably the best way of getting rid of all of the stuff I dig up, but I really don't feel good about dumping dirt into the ocean. I don't think it's as big of a problem as it used to be, because I'm pretty sure you can actually craft dirt now just by leaving compost on the ground. How far out can I go with this thing? Okay, right there. And then this one will line up right here. Yeah. I'm gonna need 2 belts of throughput. Even though the stacker can move 200, the belt supplying it can only move 60. So I'll just do 2 belts, like this. And then this, I think, is really just going to be dirt, but that can come out of A and D. So that'll make sure this stays completely empty. The trucks are so close to where they're dumping that I'm going to have pretty high throughput, so this is going to fill up really quickly. So that's why I need the 2 belts of throughput. Alright, is there anything else I need to worry about now? I think I have everything covered. I'm going to go to the oil rig. Oh, this thing, right. I guess making oil over here at the rig doesn't matter if I don't have a ship to bring it back with. Looks like I'm out of iron though, so I'll wait for the iron to accumulate. I'll use the ship to take the construction parts over to upgrade the rig, and then by then I should have iron to then take it to the cargo depot, or the cargo ship. Okay, that's the plan. Let's see how well I execute it. Oh, this is done. Okay, I can send the ship out. I've accumulated all the parts. 4 months on the refugees. Looks like the house is done here. Can I turn off? Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. I'd rather my refugees come from the beacon because they bring some goodies with them. At this point, it might be a little irrelevant, but I can spare the Unity. Once I actually turn this thing on, maybe I won't be able to spare the Unity though. This takes 0.8. I'm making 0.92, so no, it would still work. How's this doing over here? A little low on parts. Why is that? Everything looks to be moving. Ah, right here. We get the occasional stutter in iron. Is that because we're not mining enough iron? Got 3 excavators on it. Ooh, cargo depot. That, where do I want to put that? I'm definitely not gonna have this done in time to put a dock on it. Where else do I have coastline? That definitely won't work. Ooh. Right here might work. That's really tight. Let me think about this. This is only the small cargo dock, though. How far away am I from the bigger one? Because this one actually, I think, has double the throughput. I think I'll actually queue that in. See if I can pick up the better dock before I actually put it in. How would I want to do this, though? So, there's really not much space here at all. The yellow tiles to the left, I think, indicate where the medium cargo depot would, how much space it would take up. So, theoretically, here should work. And then, yeah, there's like no space here. I would need to put some kind of a buffer. Oh, I have one tile to get pipes out, but then the trucks have to go all the way around. No, not necessarily. Because if I do get the bigger one, the medium one, then I would have 2 more of these fluid modules. And so I could go into a balancer, 1 pipe each. So that would give me 60 plus 60. And then I could come out with a 200 pipe, because it would be the 60 plus 60 times 2 for 240. Yeah, and then I could come out with one of these big pipes. Maybe, do I go this way to the left? No, I think I go all the way around and go across the food belt and then point into these. Yeah, I think that might be the best plan. Okay, I'll wait for the better dock, though, to make sure everything fits. How are we over here? I don't have enough people to unpause this yet. But, yeah, I can go all the way up to 100 no, wait, stop. I can go all the way up to 120. This has run out of area to dig up. Just go ahead and keep moving that mountain for me. Do we have any excavators over here yet? Nope. Still building? What are we waiting for? Iron? Where's all our iron? Still low on iron. Can I maybe trade? Looks like the majority of the iron is going into the mechanical parts to go into maintenance and lab parts. Oh, and I guess, yeah, a couple of vehicle parts. It's just going to take some time to catch up. There's the refugees. Yeah, so they bring diesel. That's kind of what I'm really going for, because I don't want to be using this crude oil to make diesel. I need every little bit of diesel I can get. But that was steel smelting. How do we make a steel smelter? That is done in the cooled caster here. That takes molten steel as an input, which is made at the oxygen furnace. So this just takes in molten iron, and you combine it with oxygen, you get molten steel. And then that runs into here. So a nice little design I like to do. Obviously it's going to be symmetrical. Pipe 1, they can share an output there. This can go right up against the slag manifold. And then the molten iron can flow in underneath. Then this will come out and over kind of this way. And then this can go right there. With 2 of them. I think this pipe is in the way. Let me move this. Because I want to get a storage box right here. Yeah, that pipe's definitely in the way. Flat conveyor to here. And to here. And then I think that's it. Yeah, just run the water out. Oh no, I need the oxygen. That is done. Where are you? Air separator. That is done in an air separator. Now this, for some reason, is really particular about where the pillars go for the water. So I'm gonna get the second one in ghost form. That way I know exactly what I'm dealing with. This can just come across. And then into here. If I put a pipe connector down at the bottom, where the pillar is, and then use a smaller pipe to do this, the pillar disappears anyway, so I don't know why it's complaining. But it lets it happen in that order for some reason, so I'll take it. Now the last thing I need is oxygen. Air separator. So I'm gonna vent the nitrogen. And then just run a pipe. I'm actually not too worried about how this pipe looks. Something like this should be fine. Okay. One last thing. Yeah, I need to connect that up. And then some smokestacks. Okay, I think that's all we need to make steel now. I'll go ahead and unpause this stuff. So all of this can be turned on. That's going to take a lot of workers, but I do want to get those workers on this working now. Negative 19, that is not good. How close are we to the next 3 months? We'll get more workers. It looks like this has filled up. I need to make some more space here before problems happen. Let's go all the way over to here, maybe. And then I'll just do like a diagonal thingy. Because I don't want to encroach on my tree space. But I do need to keep dumping all that random crap. The slag, the waste, the dirt. Rock is not allowed to be dumped here. I'm actually dumping it exclusively over here. I want to make this nice flat bridge almost. And rock has the least amount of like slide to it. It doesn't spread out. If I were to throw slag and dirt in there, then it would start to spread out more and it would actually take more material to get the same distance. So I like to border everything that I'm going to fill in with rock. So I'll do probably like a bridge out to here, and then everything on the inside of that can be all the loose stuff. Let's get some excavators over here. Start digging that out. And maybe pause, I guess, half of the steel. Crude oil resource is getting low. Alright, we're in the time crunch zone. Got 20% left. This has all of the iron it needs to repair that cargo dock, or that cargo ship. So I'll send this out, and then maybe this is holding 15 people. I can unload the crew and just put them to work on the island. I don't need to send the ship out after this for a while. And I'm not even going to bother refueling it. Maybe while we're here, though, we'll go explore over this way, see what's out here. I already used the fuel to get here. I don't want to use the fuel to get here again. Oh, Oh, is this the new... This looks like the new battle screen. Okay, I lost. Spooky pirates. I don't have any guns yet, so that's expected. Alright, there's construction 3. Actually haven't even made any steel yet because I'm low on people. But I want to use this area, yeah, to make the red construction parts. I can plan out some of the belt work. That. And then for steel, I don't think I really have space on this belt anywhere. I could try belting it up and over. How high can this go? Oh. Yeah, I guess I do have space. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Just run it along this way. It should go over the top of everything. Perfect. So I could get steel there, and then construction parts 2 right here at, I think, that height. Can I sneak right through here? One higher. Stop connecting. Come on. There we go. And that can just run along the bottom of the steel. Okay. That should be great. We'll unload the crew. Put this back up to 11. And then, do I have the parts to spare for this? Yeah, I think I do. Go ahead and unpause all of this belt work I just put in. And, ooh, housing is getting low. I'm going to unpause another one of those, keep the beacon on. Actually, I'd rather this be done at a higher priority. I'm going to Unity that. How are we here? 17%. How much do we have stored up? Halfway there? Yeah, so I could run this at 90 for now, just to fill up the buffer. And then once the cargo ship actually starts transporting material, I can bump it up to the full 120. I think I can also repurpose a couple of these workers from the copper. That buffer's full. Put them to work over here. Another way I can save workers, actually, if I look at this, the Assembly 3, its recipes are doubled, or its production is doubled, compared to the Assembler 2, and it doesn't require double the workers. So I could upgrade half of them, and then pause the other half, and it would actually provide me with more workers. Let's do that. Alright, but there's some refugees there. I think maybe I'll put them back into the copper. Oh, and I also got the cooling tower now. When did that happen? I didn't notice. Let's put this in place. Boom. Boom. Okay, so this is kind of the final product I was going for. And then as long as I prioritize this line in, we'll be saving water. Do I have enough space yet? No, you guys are still working on it. Okay. Hurry up, please. Oh, wow. Maintenance is actually dropping because I'm not making any gears. Because coal isn't making its way all the way to the iron. No. It's this belt. It's the throughput of this belt here. How far away am I from better belts? I think I do that. Okay, let's stop the cargo depot. Let's do the better belts, and then go back to the cargo depot. This is not good. I need to upgrade this manifold and the coal manifold. And I know it's not because this is filling up. It's just that this is not fast enough. Okay, I think that'll be the last set of refugees I take in. I'm doing okay on people. I can improve steel production by unpausing those. 7%. Okay, I'm kind of in panic mode now. This is almost full. Let's drop that down a tick. And I guess I just build this. So like I said, I'll just do the one pipe into there, this pipe into there, and then run this around this way. Now I do need to be careful of this spot right here. I need to come up. That way they still have access to the trash can. And then I also need to leave some space here. So that the tree planter can get into these boxes. But I think maybe at that height is good. Leave space for the food to get under it. And then the placement here, I think I'll just stop right there. I need to figure out where I want to put the buffer. I want it to be pretty centered. So about there. And then this can just run into that. Yeah, that should work. And this isn't actually going to be right here, it's going to be closer in once I remove these. But I just need to know where the pipe is going to line up. So let's unpause all of this and just hope it's in the right spot. I have enough parts 2 to make sure everything gets built, but all of my parts 1 are going into parts 2. And these are a little behind just because of the iron. And that's because of this slag belt. I'm almost to the better belts, and then that won't be a problem anymore. Maybe I also put on a little tank here for some diesel. Not enough maintenance. Oh dear. That's... I already have too many things to worry about. Why are you hitting me with late maintenance now? This is new. Huh. Wow. The oil rig is taking up almost 10% of our maintenance needs. I'm about to get the better belts. There we go. Okay, let's upgrade these. And I might even do this with Unity. That's how important this is. Oh yeah, look at that. Now the problem could become this box getting too full. My trucks are kind of overloaded. Let's make a couple more. 1, 2, 3. And how many parts does it take to make a water tower? Or a cooling tower? 30. Okay, so once I see this get to 60, I'm going to pause these, because I need to accumulate a lot of parts too. Or, no, I need to upgrade the coal belt too. Damn it. Yeah, this is important. Not getting enough coal in. I should probably start over here. Okay, where's all of our coal? This is blocked because the dirt is full. Because my trucks are overloaded because they can't dump. Oh no, okay. There's a little cheesy thing you can do. If you just remove dirt from here and then reassign it, it just teleports into the shipyard. with no unity cost. That'll get coal going again. If we lose coal here, then we're just out of diesel and then we're dead. It's down to 4%. Okay, that's getting a little spooky. This needs to finish. Why are you... What are you doing? You need concrete slabs. Why aren't we making slabs? Oh, there's no water. The steel is taking all the water. Okay. Well, I can trade for some slabs. Not enough. What? Where's all my wood? Oh, dear. Okay, let's get up to here. All of this is good wood. Cargo Depot 2 is about to finish. Come on. There it goes. Okay, now I can pause these labs. This, can I upgrade you? Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay. And I have the better modules, too. I think I'll just stick to the small ones. And put more of them. Do that. And that. How are we on crude oil? Oh, God. 2%. Loan payment overdue. I'm working on that. Just went through a lot more trees than I was expecting. You have absolutely no wood left to make construction parts to finish this off. And I think we're out of crude oil. No, still 2%. Okay. Maybe this is salvageable. Oh, maintenance is at 0. Oh, that is not good. Crude oil is at 1%. Maintenance is at 0. I've got no parts to build anything. I just missed a loan payment. Hey, guys. Can I borrow some things, please? They'll give me 2,000 construction parts. Would that even help me, though? Kind of, if I can run them back through the system. Yeah, I just can't keep up with coal. That's the problem. Which means these aren't running anymore. Well, I'm okay on steel, actually. I'm going to pause these so they stop taking coal. I'm going to pause the copper so that it stops taking coal. I'm going to force all the coal to go into the iron. Oil pump has no resource to extract. Yep, figured. Completely out of oil now. Great. Well, those parts can be salvaged into these pipes over here. And then this can be moved a lot closer. Maybe like right there. And then that can go into there, and that can go into there. And then this will plug into that. Okay, this is moving again. Iron got going. We're making the parts to go into the next set of parts. This is almost done. Out of crude oil, but we still have diesel. This has almost been completed. Just a little bit more digging to go. I could probably get at least half of this in place. Yeah, I think maybe right here would work. And then I could just stick a groundwater pump right there. I'm not going to build that yet. I don't have the parts for it. I need this to be built. Maintenance is going again. Nothing broke yet. We just got really, really low. Machine is broken. Okay, that just happened. But I should have the ship coming in now. Where's the cargo ship? Does this need to finish? Really? Oh no, this pipe has... It's black. That means it had oil in it at one point. So, okay, the ship left. It's coming back with another... Yeah, it's coming back. Oh, this is going to be so tight. I really ran on low margins here. Here it comes. And I'm also going to turn on this reduced ship speed. Okay, that's going in. Is this working? Yep. Good. Great. This should be filling up then. Potentially. It just takes so much time to get through this pipe. But this makes me a lot more comfortable. Let's actually unload all of this diesel and try and put it into here, because refueling this ship is the priority now. And now that I'm actually consuming the crude oil, I'm gonna bump that back up, and then maybe even upgrade these, just so we can extract faster. It doesn't have enough fuel. This needs to be priority everything. Like, we have the crude oil here. Let's actually... I'm going to boost that. That means this actually needs to be upgraded. You know what? I'm just gonna upgrade this too. Okay, so we have diesel. That should find its way over to here. Parts are okay. Iron is going. Copper's going. Got a stockpile of steel. Coal. That's the big one. Still a little low on coal. I think I might need another excavator. Let's take one of you and move you over to here. That was just enough to send it off. I think I'm actually not dead. Wow. It's been a while since I've had that close of a call. And this looks to be just about done. Yeah, got enough space there, got enough space there. Maybe one more tick this way. Do I boost this one too? Why not? I really want to see these fill back up. Am I in a position to open this now? How is coal looking? I think it's just all going into smelting. Well, I am actually using a lot of coal here, and so I'd use less coal here. It would go over to here. This is a better coal to power ratio than putting coal into diesel to burn the diesel. If you just burn the coal directly, it's a better power ratio. So I would save a little bit of coal that way. Ship's coming back. Does it have enough fuel to take another trip? Yeah, it needs 154, but it has 173. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think I do this now. So unpause, not all of it, just half of it. Like that. I'll set this to coal. And just watch it decimate my part reserve. Not enough fuel. How is that possible? I just got in a shipment of crude oil. Ooh. Yes. Give me that. I need those parts. This is almost done. Once this is done, it'll reduce diesel consumption, which will reduce crude oil consumption. Right now we don't have enough diesel to send the ship back out, but got a little bit of a stockpile of crude oil, so it's not the end of the world yet. This whole episode has just been one disaster after another. It's kind of like everything failed all at the same time. But I think I've managed to salvage it. Maintenance is back up. Diesel is okay. This will be done soon. Parts are still being made. No one's starving. Had a little bit of a scare with the trees. But those are all going into construction parts now. I don't have any more loans to repay. Labs, I can't really spare the Unity and power at the moment. So no research is getting done. But I think I really want to save the next few things for the next episode anyway. So we'll probably go big into advanced diesel and sulfur processing, because I'm going to need a lot more diesel in order to run these large vehicles. And the diesel production I have right now is not cutting it. Oh, I forgot. I could actually do this recipe now. I can make gears from steel. Yeah, let's do that. So I need to rework these belts here. And I'll just... no, I can save the upgrade for that later. So instead of going in here... Oh, that eliminates this entire line. Sure. We'll get rid of that. And all of... well, this, actually. I'll add in the steel recipe. And then for the belt work... I need this to come across. And go to... no, stop it. Right there. Yeah. Okay, this is done. And I think it's like done. So I'll repurpose those to probably do coal. Maybe one on coal and one on iron. Get some more iron going. I have enough parts 3, so I'm going to pause these and let the parts 2 back up. Almost done over here. Diesel is still barely getting by. Now the only thing holding up part production is actually wood. So maybe I get another tree harvester? And then a couple more trucks. This is really good land for foresting. I think I'm gonna move these trees. So, like this thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna delete this. And have any new trees planted up in this area once this is clean. And then I can use this space here for better stuff. I think it's time I dig down deeper here. Just to get better access to coal. Oh, interesting. These are stopping because of their output. But why? This does 30, this does 30, that's a total of 60. Oh, the settlement, right. Okay, this pipe here needs to be upgraded. No, but this maxes out at 60. Ah, jeez. I don't even think I can... oh. Yep, just kidding. Right there. No, never mind. I need to copy this and find a place where both fit. Oh, this is so bad. This coastline sucks. Whoever made this map. There, right there. So I can have a 60 and a 60 join into the upgraded pipe and it'll be fine. That's why this is not going at full speed. Because of the wastewater. That's ridiculous. There we go. Got 2 dumps going. Now this should work. Any overflow? Nope. Any overflow here? Nope. Oh, just a little bit. I think it needs some time to catch back up. Oh, it's beautiful. It's working. So now, we shouldn't be consuming any diesel here. These are set to production priority 11. And these are set to production priority 6. Yeah, so these will only turn on if this isn't sufficient. And look at just like that, the diesel is backing up already. Oh my god, I saved it. This map isn't dead. The only thing I need to worry about now is maintaining proper coal production. And that, I think I might need more excavators for that, actually. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 working over here. No, there's enough coal in here. There's just not enough trucks to move it. That's the problem. I think I might be ready to turn these labs back on. I have the power, people, and Unity for it. I'm going to turn the beacon back on so that I can repopulate the ship. And then maybe send it out to some other locations. But I think this is probably going to be the end of the episode here. I'll queue up advanced diesel, sulfur processing, and I'm probably going to have to go into fertilizers so that I can actually use the sulfur that I make from the sulfur processing. That kind of all goes together. And then maybe, yeah, better vehicles. And then I'll reassess next episode. But yeah, I think saving this island from disaster was a good episode. Switching over to coal power was the main catalyst for that. These 2 manifold belts were upgraded, got coal going smoothly now, slag export is going well, still just a little busy on the trucks. Redid some of the tree work, took on a couple more people. I think farms are still really strong. I'm okay with just these 4. Yeah, so the next episode's definitely going to be advanced diesel. Don't know where I'm going to put that yet. Like, I will have a lot of space over here, but I kind of want to use this space for tree replanting. Maybe now that I have access to the groundwater here, I can move away from these rain catchers. They take up a lot of space. And I can maybe do advanced diesel processing over here. I could just run this pipe like over or under a ramp here and then do diesel processing over here. I think that's actually, yeah, that's probably the best space for it. I will need to figure out a more proper dumping zone. I think I might separate this now into 2 zones. So I'll have 1 zone for the rock bridge, and then once this mountain is out of the way, I can just start dumping all the loose stuff in here between the bridge and the coast. But everything considered, I think that was a very effective episode. The island didn't die. Got a decent plan for the next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next episode.